We're checking, folks. Back with another reaction, back with some more Laura Branigan, and more from her 1984 album Self-Control. And we're up to the tune Satisfaction. Scott mentioned this is one of his favorites, so I'm looking forward to this. It's a simple concept. I will say, I've heard some different philosophies about the concept. Certainly, it's not something or a state of mind or a state of being that you would ever describe as negative or problematic per se. It's certain because it refers to someone feeling comfortable and happy or content at least with what is happening, with what they have. But some people argue that satisfaction is stultifying. It sort of leads you to become complacent, and then you don't have the ambition or the drive or perhaps the impetus to be exploratory or creative. You might just simply be happy to stay where you are and to fall into that static situation. So again, I think by and large it's a concept which is seen, and quite rightly, as positive, but there is sort of the unspoken, or at least not oft considered side of it, where it could lead you to become overly comfortable to the point where you miss other opportunities that might be there. So I doubt that rendering of it will be relevant, but I suppose we'll see. This is Laura Branigan. The track is Satisfaction, and it's from her 1984 album Self-Control. Which admittedly feels like the title of the album and the track. Whoa. We got energy, a bit of an epic feel.
Don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something I think I like. Not sure what I'm feeling, but it feels like something so right. The sound of your smile, touch of your skin, is taking me places I've never been. I wanna go there again and again, 'cause you give me satisfaction when you're touching me. You sort of chain reaction deep inside of me.
Okay. Oh.
Satisfaction, I just can't undo that I could feel this way for, babe, I love you.
Oh. It's got that 80s feel, it's dance floor, it's energetic, but it's like serious.
Holding you close now, I keep thinking of times before. Nothing was good enough, I was always left wanting more. You took my word, turned it around. I know you won't be letting me down, 'cause baby you showed me that love could be found when you gave me satisfaction.
interesting. It seemed to be almost like a explicit rejection of my secondary thought about satisfaction, because she's saying like she knows what it's like to have something good and whatever, but to still want more and to not feel like, you know, what she has is enough, and that's, you know, she can be comfortable with that, and that's what she wants. That's what she's gotten with this person, that like once she got close to him, she now has this sense of, you know, like I want to feel like this because now I'm not, you know, wanting, I'm not, you know, thinking about what I don't have. This is, you know, what I've always craved, and so now, you know, I can maybe be content. So again, it feels like the opposite of what I was thinking. But again, she's also saying like, you know, like that would be it. Like you would be the one. So again, the idea that it would be in other ways, like, you know, turning your eyes away from any other possibilities. Like implicitly it's still there, but it's, you know, it's seen as unimportant because this is the person. So yeah, I wonder, you know, it sounds like it is, you know, about the intimacy, but also about, you know, whatever personality or charisma this person has, which really, you know, has ignited this chain reaction in her, which again, it's the way that like emotions can be very physiological, right? It's like you think something, you have an emotion about something, and as you're pondering it, you know, the neurochemistry of your body is at work, and ultimately, you know, if you get very excited about something or you're feeling very infatuated, that like, oh, I felt like I was walking on air, or like I had this tense feeling in my heart because I was anxious, you know, these are like direct physical reference for like the emotions that we feel and think in our heads. So yeah, I think a lot of the substance of songwriting about romance speaks to, you know, our biological nature, and the way that like the way we feel in a physical sense is bound up with the way we feel in an emotional sense, which this song certainly gets at. So shout out to Laura once again, her voice sounding amazing, you know, like again, not the most like wall shaking performance I've ever heard, but still with moments where she can go like big and, you know, hit it with power, which I think like perfectly fits the idea of like how she's feeling. It's like that intense. But again, also, as I was saying at the beginning, I like the idea of satisfaction related to self-control. You're not out of control if you're feeling satisfied, right? Like you're comfortable, you're happy with what you have or what you see in front of you, and therefore you're not going to be reckless seeking out other opportunities, which again, that's the flip side of other possibilities, right? Like maybe some aren't really advisable even if they're feasible or viable, and therefore if you were to pursue them, it would be to your detriment. So maybe sometimes having those blinders on and just kind of focusing on what you know is right and good, with, you know, the not even the devil, you know, sort of the ideal situation, you know. So perhaps sometimes, you know, it's better not to have other opportunities, given that they could lead you astray, whereas what you have now is the road that is leading you to, you know, what you like and making you feel the way you want to feel. So I'll stop blabbering. Do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.